In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make UGC hats for the Roblox website. To preface, in the last video, I didn't say that you needed to be a part of the UGC program, which you do need to be part of the UGC program to upload them, but the UGC program should be open to the public fairly soon. So for starters, you're going to want to open Roblox Studio, and when you're in a base plate, you're going to go over to the Avatar tab, Rig Builder, Block Avatar. If this up here isn't showing, this little selection thing in the top right, you can just click on that and it should open up all this. So now you're going to need to grab this rig, and then you want to right click, export selection, and put it wherever you want to. I'm going to put it in my downloads, and I'm going to name it rig R15. Alright, so now we're going to go open Blender, A, X, delete. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to press File, Import, OBJ, Downloads. And then you're going to want to find the rig that you did. So for me, it's right here. And it's going to show up somewhere random on the screen. And I saw a lot of videos where they would show you how to do the positioning in Studio. So instead of that, I'm going to show you how to do it here. You just click on that, Object, Set Origin, Geometry to Origin. And to make this a little bit easier on us, Z, Material Preview, you could keep it solid for now, but I'm going to do this ahead of time so I know which way the face is. Now click on the studio character, then you're going to go down to here to where the blend mode is, and then change it opaque so this doesn't look weird. Also going to turn on screencast keys so that you can see exactly what I'm doing and don't get confused. Alright, so now we need to, of course, get the mask ready. So we're going to go add mesh cylinder. You need to be a little bit wary of how many triangles you have going on because it can go a little bit over on how many you need. So just for this example, we're going to keep 32 because we're going to cut this cylinder in half to 16, and 16 shouldn't be too many. Also can go right here and turn on statistics so we can see how many triangles. These triangles are mainly from this little guess noob thing, whatever, the rig, that's what it's called, yeah. Forgot for a second. But we're going to take the cylinder, move it up, scale it down. We're going to try to make it scale to where it matches the face. So let me double check. Okay, only Z coordinate moved. So what I did when I inserted this was I just pressed G, and then if you press Z, G, X, G, Y, it just changes the coordinate you're pushing it on. So now we're going to go G, Z. We're going to try to make this a little bit filled in. Press Z, wireframe, and we're going to grab this little top face. Go on this Y coordinate and try to make sure it's pretty close. Not perfect, but just close enough. Then we're going to grab this face, and bevel it in. Bevel it in one more time. Okay, cool. So I originally was gonna do just like a little face cover, but I think I'm gonna go for a full-on mask because I have seen that those do pretty well on the website, and I believe that's also fairly popular for people. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go add mesh cylinder, change this to 16, and then go to this X coordinate, press R to rotate it 90 degrees. Scale this down a bit, put this right here, and we're gonna click on this cylinder and press H to hide it, and we're gonna try to make holes for the mask. So what we can do instead of moving it the way I just did is you can undo all that, my bad. You can grab it, you can turn it into edit mode, put it over little eye holes, move it to the right spot, and then you want to go to modifiers, mirror, boom. So now that should cover both holes. So when we unhide this, we can take these, and then we can apply, grab this. This Boolean modifier should, yep, okay. So now the Boolean modifier is going to cut holes there. We can grab these, X. I don't really like how those look, so we're going to go all the way back to the mirroring. And we're going to scale them down a bit, move them down a little bit as well. Boolean, grab it, and then we're going to hide these for a second so we can see how this looks. Okay, move this over a little bit and make sure it's on the, okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So now we can apply the mirror, apply that, And now what do we need to do? Let me make sure. Just gonna go onto the Roblox website real quick and double check to make sure I have everything. So although I did that, I think the better way from what I'm seeing is to make more of like a ninja mask, which I didn't know that was a thing that people liked. So we're just gonna go ahead and undo all that, delete these. We'll just grab a little cube, tab, Control R, put a little inset in it, a little loop, and then we can make a second loop here, here, and grab the bottom lines, pull them up, scale it in, and then we can scale these corners down a little bit, or sorry, push these corners down a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm used to saying scale it in. I apologize if I'm saying a lot of things wrong here. I'm just trying to go off of what I'm seeing is trending right now. Move this up a bit, scale it down, S, Y. You don't want to make sure it doesn't go through the back. You want to make sure it stays on the front. That way it doesn't go all the way through. So now what we can do is we can just grab these faces. What the heck? Alright, there we go. And we can push these close. And we'll do the same things before with the Boolean modifier. Hide. Okay, so clearly that is not going to work. We're going to need to move this up a little bit. Scale it down. Hide. Okay, we're going to undo that. Maybe move this up a little bit in the middle. Maybe that'll help it out. Okay, the sides need to move down too. Those don't look right. Maybe move this up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Okay, yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting closer. Move this up a little bit, and I think we should be good. Yep, that'll do. So now what you want to do is you want to apply this modifier, delete that part, and then when you go over to the mask, right shift, shade smooth. Now, see, we're going to get rid of these little lines right here, and the way you do that is you go down to the object properties, I believe this tab's called, the object data properties, normals, just turn auto smooth, turn to a 45-degree angle. Boom. So now that we got this mask, what we can do is go into edit mode, A, Y. We're going to press U, and then we're going to do project from view. Now what this is going to do is it's going to map out everything over a color map. So the color map we're going to use is a color grid map designed specifically for Roblox. It's one I've seen a lot of people use. I've seen people like RoBuilder use these. And we're just going to go right here, new, base color, image, open, downloads. Then you just got to find it. So we're going to do, we do date modified right here. So now it looks really weird and looks really bad right now. So what we're going to want to do is go to UV editing, open that image. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I will put the link in the description for this image. So now you want to press A right here, then click on this, A, and then you can move it to wherever you want. So if we want a black mask, we'd put it here. If we want a dark gray that fades to black, we'd put it here, you know, lower it down a little bit. If you wanted something like this, but then you want it to be reversed, you could press R 180 and it'll completely flip it. And that'll be the mask you end up with. So let's figure out what kind of mask we want real quick. I like this. This is pretty cool. I guess we'll kind of duplicate the one I see on the website by Roblox, and we'll make it almost pitch black, but we'll keep a little bit of a gradient in it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Anything I am missing? I do not believe so. So now what we're gonna do is just gonna do that, check it, make sure it's all fitting, look around for a second. Alright, that looks pretty good. So now we're gonna go press File, Export, OBJ. I'm gonna put it in Downloads. I don't really have a folder I put this in normally. Let's call it Ninja Mask. Selection only, Export OBJ. So now we're gonna go over here. Mesh part, properties, downloads, ninja mask. And we can move the location to where it says to go to. Is ninja mask not a thing I can do? Future Kevin here. So what ended up happening is Roblox's servers were kind of scuffed during the time I was making this video. And all I did was I had to upload everything to a new base plate and then upload the mesh. I don't know what was going on in between, but it was a little bit weird. It's whatever, it's Roblox, it happens. I'm only letting you know that this happened in case it happens to anybody else. If you can't upload your mesh, it's not that Ninja Mask isn't a thing you can actually name something, it's that Roblox has horrible servers. So yeah, that's all. Back to the video. I'm not too sure what's going on. Okay, there we go. You can click add image, choose file, and then boom. So when we add this, yeah, see there's a lot of stuff going on with this for some reason. So now we have the mask. So what we can do now is we can go avatar, rig builder, block avatar, position can be 0, 0, 0. And then what we'll try to do is rotate it around, pull it up, and boom, that's what it should look like. I'll leave a link in the description below, but you want to go to Asset Creator. You want to click on this hat, accessory, next, next, and then you want to click on the character because that's what it's aligned to. And then obviously this is a hat, so we'll click hat, next, I keep it classic. Portions is just it changes on depending on the size of your face and stuff. I'm just keep it on classic for the sake of the video. Next, and boom, it's done. So what it does, it puts the actual accessory really high up. So now we can change this from mesh part accessory to, oh, I don't know why I grabbed the handle. We'll grab this, we'll go mask. And then what we can do is we can delete the one down here and then drop this in the rig. And then boom. That right there is how you make a mask. If you want a quicker version of this video for how to make a hat, it should show up on the right side of the screen now. And if you want to see more of content like this, let me know in the comments below, as well as subscribe by clicking the button on the left. And then, yeah, I think that's it. So yeah.